Dreams save us. Dreams lift us up and transform us. And on my soul, I swear till my dream of a world where dignity, honor, and justice become the reality we all share. I will never stop fighting. Ever. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Thinking Box podcast. My name is Kyle.
And I'm eating.
And he's eating. And we are bringing in you with like a midweek show because we forgot to record on the weekend, but we got some pretty cool stuff to go over, don't we, Trey?
We got a couple of them to talk about.
Yeah. Mohammad wasn't able to join us, and Sophie's still away at camp, so you're getting the Kyle and Trey Power Hour for tonight. You excited? I can't hear you.
I'm scared.
Hey, shush! I'm talking to the audience.
Well, I'm talking to you.
Ew! Don't talk to me. I'm too cool for you. You can't sit with me.
Dang.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll leave it to you. What do you want to start going over first?
Dude, I'm eating. I don't know.
Do you want to talk about what kind of food you're eating? What kind of food are you eating?
Eating a steak quesadilla.
Can I guess? Oh, you already said quesadilla. I was gonna say Gardettos.
No, I'm eating dinner because I just got home from work like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, how was work?
Work was fine.
Cool. Good to know. All right. Let's start by talking about the Dune delay.
Yes, because that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's my thing. So originally Dune was slated for October 1st, and the other day it was announced it was being delayed to October 22nd. Why? What difference does that make?
Because Warner Brothers hates you, Kyle.
Yes, here's the
They
thing.
hate you.
I know to most people it's like, oh, whatever, no big deal. But October 1st is my birthday, so I would have really liked for Dune to release on my birthday. But no, the only movie now releasing on my birthday is Hotel Transylvania 4.
Bro, hell yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to see that over Dune anyway. Look, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a thing for me, personally. But still. Come on, you know.
But instead of me seeing Dune for your birthday, I get to see it for my sister's birthday.
Ah, well, you see, there's an upside to everything.
Yeah.
You think your little sister's gonna want to go see Dune?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But if there are Aquaman's in it, maybe.
I've only really watched one trailer for Dune. Because
there's only one trailer, Kyle.
Yeah, but I've only watched it once. Like, that's what I meant by that. It's just like, I still don't really know anything about this plot.
I know a lot. I've seen the 84 movie, and I've read half the book.
Yeah, how did you read half the book? Did anyone happen to gift you anything?
This Jewish kid I know got me this comic version of the book, but it's only the first half of it.
Oh, he sounds really cool and sexy and cool.
Nah, he's kind of lame.
I don't think so.
Nah. He still hasn't watched Return of the King. He's pretty lame.
Still haven't watched what?
He still hasn't watched Return of the King. He's kind of lame.
I don't have time for a 5-hour movie, Trey.
Like, man, listen. It's not a movie, Kyle. If you want to recapture the magic of watching Avengers Endgame, seeing Return of the King for the first time, the closest you'll ever get to that magic, Kyle.
Exactly, which is why I need to find the perfect day. Completely cleared out schedule, nothing to do, no calls, just me and my TV, and Return of the King, and like a Darth Vader plushie or something, because I need to have someone there with me.
Fair enough. But if you don't watch the extended edition, I'm gonna kill you.
I haven't watched the first 2 extended editions, but I think I'm gonna watch the extended edition first.
Trust me when I say if you don't watch the extended edition of Return of the King, you're gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, fair.
I can't tell you why, but just promise me when I say that you will be pissed off.
I was still planning on watching Return extended edition, but still.
God bless.
So overall, like, not a huge hit, but still, I don't see the point. Why would you delay a movie by 21 days? Did you really need
Especially
time?
since you know this movie is coming out in theaters and on HBO Max.
Did you
So
do you really need the extra time for it to cook in the oven? Did you really did you need to
you've
reshoot
had
the
enough time. It's been delayed a year.
scenes? Did you need like you? There's nothing in a movie you can do in 21 days, and that you couldn't do in like a week. You know what I
It's
mean?
probably marketing shit, honestly.
No, it definitely is marketing. But October 1st is a very good day. I know I'm a little biased.
A little.
I'm a little biased, but it's a pretty okay day. Definitely in my top 10 days.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's next on the list you want to talk about?
Choose.
Me, I gotta go. No, you lazy son of a bitch.
I'm still eating. Don't worry, I'm on my last quesadilla. Don't worry, I'm coming.
Oh, okay, then how about this? Talk about Dead for $1.
Okay. So this movie sounds really, really cool. So this movie is a film about a famed bounty hunter who runs into his sworn enemy, a professional gambler and outlaw that he sent to prison years before. This is a western.
Wait, is that
Now,
Samuel L. Jackson movie that we saw that trailer for?
no, that was an Idris Elba movie.
Okay.
But this movie, one, the premise sounds fantastic, and two, it's starring William Dafoe and Christoph Waltz. So I'm inclined to go see this movie.
I mean, you're probably gonna see it anyway because that premise is beautiful. When is this coming
Yeah,
out?
but I don't know.
I'm
But
looking at it.
Willem Dafoe and Christoph Waltz are in it, so that yeah, get me excited.
Well, yeah, they're great actors. Dead for $1. Did you? It's coming out. I don't think it says when it's coming out.
Probably not.
Oh, it's a remake.
That makes sense.
Um, yeah, it originally released in 1998.
I
Let
might watch the original.
I mean, I honestly I wouldn't.
We'll see.
It's not the release date for the remake hasn't been announced.
Anyway, it sounds good. It got two good actors and a damn good premise. I'm excited.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I'm gonna go. I might I'm definitely gonna check that one out, or not. Who knows? So, do you want to talk about Steven Spielberg shooting down a Jaws remake?
Dude, God bless him.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Every time I think about Steven Spielberg, I'm like, I can't possibly like this man more than I like him, and he just surpasses my expectations.
However, the weird thing about this is that you just know the second this man dies, they're gonna pump out so many reboots. It's
Oh, of
gonna be
course.
ridiculous.
The
It's gonna
same
be
way.
so disrespectful, and I'm going
Yeah.
to boycott every single one of them.
It's the same thing they did with Steven Hillenburg, the guy who creates SpongeBob. He said he didn't want to do any spinoffs, and then when he died, they released 2 spinoffs.
Yeah, Patrick Show coming out in like a week.
Mm-hmm. Don't watch it; it's awful. And I can guarantee you, they're gonna do the same thing with Robert Zemeckis. I bet you this, like, the day he dies, they're gonna like sign contracts for Back to the Future 4.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were already signed. Just when it happens, we need you for 6 months. But also, like, if Robert Zemeckis was down, would you be down for Back to the Future remake?
No.
I feel like under the right hands, it wouldn't be that bad.
I don't think there's more. Not, I wouldn't say more to tell because you can't do a sequel. You can't.
Well, yeah, probably not.
Because Michael J. Fox is old.
Yeah, I mean, you could play with that.
I wouldn't
necessarily write off the possibility for a sequel. It just makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't play with the idea of a sequel. But reboot is just like, what are you gonna do differently? I just there's no different story there.
If a new writer can bring something new to the table, and it's like, hey, I have this really cool concept for a remake, then I'll be like, Okay, cautious optimism.
Yeah, but my same time with that is that if you have a good idea for a time travel movie, just do that. You don't need to put Martin McFly and Doc Brown in it.
Want to know what needs a sequel and needs it bad? Ferris Bueller.
This is true.
Yeah, I feel they
Except
tried.
my thing with that is that Matthew Broderick is not a good actor.
Well, yeah, but he did good enough in the first one. Like if you do it tongue in cheek, like the first movie, you can do it. They
Yeah.
they tried twice, and one of them was like super dark, and one of them was like a much more straightforward sequel. And I'm really mad neither of them got made.
Mm.
I think one day though, one day.
Yeah.
What would you want to see in a Ferris Bueller sequel?
Um, it's kind of cliche, but him being, the old grizzled dad who just, he's old, he has a job, he's not the Ferris we remember, but, he's got a kid who's like him back in the day.
You want him to be the villain?
I don't want to be the villain. I want him to, be not fun anymore, but his fun son who was like him from the past brings him to his old ways.
Nah, I want him. I want him to be the reverse. I want him to break his son out of school. Like I want him to be like, huh? You remind me of Cameron. Do you want to know what Cameron was? A fucking nerd. Come on, go for a George. I think that could be a really fun idea for a sequel, especially if you don't have Cameron and whatever the other girl's name was, Betty or something.
It was what Stallone.
Still, that was it. Mm. Whatever
Yeah,
it was.
she's hot.
Thank you for sharing.
Just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What other '80s movies do you think could get sequels and it wouldn't be absolutely atrocious?
Sequels.
Sequels, not remakes. I feel like remakes. I know this is a very general statement, but I don't really feel like remakes ever work. Like, there's not really been many good ones recently. I know a lot of classic movies like Ten Commandments are remakes, but there's not been any like recent remakes that have been more than passable. You know?
It depends on your definition of remake. Like you could argue, like Batman Begins, that's the remake. Planet of the Apes,
No,
that's the remake.
I don't count adaptations as remakes
Fair enough.
because they're not like 99.9% of the time they're not trying to adapt the same exact story.
Right. And stuff like Apes, it was more of a different take. Well, it was a completely
Yeah,
different take.
I feel like a movie that's trying to capture the same magic. Like the Planet of the Apes remake was trying to do its own thing with the property. I'm thinking stuff along the lines of 2014 RoboCop. Things that are really trying to be like this generation's like version of it.
Yeah. However, I will not be opposed to a They Live reboot.
They Live. Why is it? I know what you're talking about. Why is it They Live? I'm looking it up.
It's really funny and it deserves a reboot or something. I think it could work.
I've heard of none of the actors in this.
Well, you've heard a very famous line from that movie.
What line?
I'm here to chew bubblegum and to kick ass.
Oh, I
all
quote
out
that
of
all
bubblegum.
the time.
Well,
wait. Oh, wait. What movie am I thinking of that had a snot from American Dad in it? Better Off Dead. That wouldn't be egregious as a reboot. Have you seen Better Off Dead?
No.
Watch it. It's funny, but pretty forgettable.
Okay.
Vacation. That was an okay reboot. You know.
What? No, wasn't it? Didn't Ed Helms play the son?
No, I think it's one of those reboots where like it's technically a continuation, but it's trying to be a reboot. You know. But yeah, I think canonically, yes, he was the son. Which, yes, that's a really cool way to approach reboots.
Yeah.
I like when they do stuff like that. Like reboots, not it's weird. It can work. I can't think of any other that wouldn't be completely atrocious.
Right.
Terminator. Ugh, no.
Point Break. Oh no, that happened twice.
Oh yeah, they did. They did a lot. Um.
Except one of them spawned a giant franchise, but which we'll talk about later. The other one was bad, really bad. We don't talk about it.
You know. If they weren't doing sequels, a Matrix reboot, given the modern day context of like cybersecurity and stuff, could have a lot of really cool things to say.
Yeah.
Like I think if you took it and like changed enough key points, that could be really dope. And you could still do that with Matrix 4.
Yeah, which I'd imagine they will.
Probably, but at the same time, they might just go for like, oh, it's an action movie. Take it for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I have zero clue what they're going to do with Matrix 4. Like, that's the one movie coming out where I'm like, I have no idea what they could possibly do.
Yeah, like I can't even.
Because they ended the franchise off in, I don't want to say the best way, but in a way that doesn't really seem a way to continue, but they are.
See, that's the thing with those like, with like when older movies get sequels, you ended it off pretty well. Like a lot of times, they don't like if you're making a movie in 1985, like, oh boy, I can't wait to make a sequel in 2019. Like, you don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, speaking of Matrix, no, well, not really speaking of Matrix, like Keanu. But speaking of Keanu specifically, we got a title, official title for John Wick 4.
Ooh, that was smooth. What's the title?
John for Wick.
No, they're not.
There's a 4 in between the John.
No,
and the
no,
Wick.
please say it ain't so.
It's true, and I miss those titles. They're
No,
bad.
I don't miss those titles because one of the worst
They're
movies.
amazing. I love them so much.
Hey, Shred, do you want me to bring back a really old memory that you're gonna hate?
What?
Do you remember when me and you walked out of Fant Four Stick and we both loved it?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because we were little kids.
Yeah, we were.
I remember it was me,
children.
you, and your mom, and we all talked about how much we liked it.
Yeah.
Good times.
It's not even the fact that that movie was made for kids. No, we were just stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that movie clearly wasn't made for kids, but it kind of ended up being for kids.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe titles like this are so dumb.
But Kyle, 7, Scriforim.
I can't lie and say that sometimes it's kind of cute. Like with 7, I kind of like it.
But Scriforim, Kyle.
Yeah, that's kind of disgusting. Mm-hmm. There's a fast.
Like,
what Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh yeah.
That's the greatest movie title of all time.
Goddamn right.
What did the Cosmonaut Marcus say about it? It's disgusting. I love it.
No, that's Fast 5.
Oh, right, because it had that really like big F.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the last time we're gonna talk about Fast and Furious in this podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not gonna talk about it again. We definitely don't have a really funny story from when we went to go see it.
Yeah.
All right. Movie titles like that. Something about them.
I miss them. And with theaters opening back up, they're beautiful.
It's either the kiss of death through a movie, or it can actually prove to be pretty dope.
I mean, listen, this is John Wick. I'm not gonna have a bad time watching it.
Yeah. Overall,
just do the same shit you've done for 3 movies, and I'll love it.
When is it gonna get samey? Because they have
what do you mean?
They have like 3 movies planned and a TV show. When is it gonna get too samey? Like, when is it gonna feel repetitive?
Because like the first John Wick was very much its own movie, but then they realized they can make sequels out of it, and then the writers decided to write a whole book about it. That's why these movies are called John Wick Chapter 2. Because now they're chapters and whatever. Because now like these sequels, they're an overarching story. The first one, its own thing. You could just watch John Wick and not know what happens next. But John Wick, once you watch John Wick 2, you gotta know what happens next.
Which is Yeah, that's a trend I really don't like in movies. Naming the sequel chapters or parts when they all stand on their own. Like, why did Karate Kid 2 have to mean Karate Kid Part 2? The part implies that it's parts of a whole, but those are pretty much completely I'm getting too mad about this.
The only well, that's not true. But one of the franchises I wish adopted the part like trope was Saw. If Saw called their movie like Saw Part Two, I would have loved that. Because now we're
Really?
calling it the Book of Saw, so you should have started with the Part Two instead of doing Roman numerals. Because that's
The Book
super
of Saw
redundant.
isn't even a bad idea. It's just that the movies suck. So
Yeah, I still need to see Spiral.
I've heard it's bad.
But listen, it has a 51% Rotten Tomatoes. That makes it the third greatest Saw movie of all time.
That's disgusting.
I don't care. I need to know. I need to have an opinion.
Would you consider Saw an overall good series?
No.
No, you'd say it's majority bad.
Listen, I've heard people call it the greatest one of the greatest horror franchises of all time, which I will agree it has a good chronological. It's just my thing they overuse too much. Like John Kramer, they use too much of it, which is another reason why I still want to watch Spiral because this is the first Saw movie without Jigsaw, and I've wanted that for a lot of Saw movies. So I need to know.
Yeah, it's just. Do you think these movies can stand on their own without Jigsaw?
I don't know. I need to watch Spiral, and I do think they can. I just because the first movie wasn't about the first Saw movie was not about Jigsaw. It was about these two dudes in a bathroom. Okay, and that's
This
the best
Trey,
Saw movie.
I think you saw a different kind of movie.
Oh my god, no, Kyle, shut up. You haven't
I
seen
don't
Saw.
think
I hate
Trey,
you,
I don't think you saw the right movie.
Kyle. They chopped their ankles off with Saw. So you know what? I think
You
I saw
saw
the
the
right movie.
really wrong kind of movie.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Jesus
Anyways,
Christ.
the real greatest horror franchise of all time is Scream. I don't like Scream 3. I love Scream 1. Scream 2 and 4 are pretty fun.
No, the greatest horror franchise of all time is Titans.
Oh, of course, because it's
Yeah,
so utterly
yeah,
terrifying.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I wake up in a cold sweat every night thinking about it. That's how scary it is. Yeah. So wait, you think Scream is the best horror franchise of all time?
Yes.
Isn't it like half comedy though?
Yes.
You think the greatest horror franchise of all time is a half comedy?
Well, some people like to say Nightmare on Elm Street is one of the greatest horror franchises of all time, and that's like 60% comedy.
The first, really? Oh, I can see that
Well,
makes more
the entire franchise is like a 60% comedy. The
but
first one, that's a horror movie. But as
yeah.
the series keeps going, they dove into comedic, and it's just like it's too ridiculous.
Wait, because there's that one movie, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, I think, is the one where he just blatantly breaks the fourth wall and makes like Deadpool
No,
style jokes.
that's the third best Nightmare movie.
No way.
Yes, I would call it the third best. It goes
Would you?
Nightmare, Nightmare 3, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, the rest.
What did you think about the remake?
Michael Bay's Nightmare. That one's at the very bottom.
Michael Bay made a Nightmare?
Well, he produced the remake,
Oh my god. That's
which
ugh.
I don't like it. It's not good.
Who played him in that movie again?
Rorschach.
Who?
The guy who played Rorschach at Snyder's Watchmen.
That's what I'm thinking of. What's his? Oh, his name
Which
was on tip of my
he
tongue.
didn't do a completely terrible job. He was a good version of Freddy in that movie's context. It's just I don't like watching nightmare movies without Robert Englund. I
Yeah,
don't like. I don't. It's nothing against him. It's just Robert Englund was too perfect. He
I
was
still
too
can't get
good.
over that Injustice 2 got Robert Englund to be Scarecrow.
That's it. That God bless Ed Boon.
That is
God
seriously
bless
the most
him.
genius casting. I wish a movie would do that.
Yeah, come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. You got it. You just got it.
Because like that casting can't, as much as I love Injustice, it can't stay in that movie. It can't just be in a video game. A
Right.
video game that he's barely a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're getting off track. What's next on the list?
We got some flash set photos.
Oh yeah, we did, and they look
Yeah,
really.
this was like I thought this was like 3-week-old news. No, we haven't talked about this yet.
Yeah, this feels old.
Yeah, I know, right? But we got a good look at that Supergirl suit. And honestly,
It's
pretty
catching a lot
good.
of flack, but I really like it.
I don't like that. The reason people don't like it is because she doesn't have a skirt thing. Because
Is that why
that's
people don't
dumb.
like it?
I think because from what I'm seeing, it's because they don't like it because it doesn't look like the comics, which
Okay?
some people are like.
There's a
It
lot wrong
bothers
with
me.
that statement.
I know.
First of all, this is based off Laura Kent from the Injustice comics, which I mean,
Which I'm not too sure how I feel about that. I want Kara Zor-El,
here
but
I do too, but I think I like that interpretation of Supergirl a lot, and I like that it's getting, but it didn't really get its time to shine in Injustice because it was just a dream. So I
yeah.
like that it's getting like its own thing. I really like that.
Hmm.
I people are also says like, oh, it looks unfinished. You know what a movie is, right? Like you
Yeah,
know
she's
what
literally
shooting a
she
movie is.
has freaking wires on her so that she can fly. It
Of
doesn't have
course
a
it doesn't.
cape because they're gonna put in the cape later.
Exact. Like there's literally it's gonna have a cape. It'll have a cape. Don't worry.
Yeah, chill.
By the this why is DC so damn stubborn? Like at this point, release something official. We're not getting
Yeah,
Shazam: Fury of the Gods for like a long, long time, but we've gotten so much of that movie already.
which we'll probably talk about that next.
Yeah,
But
I have thoughts.
okay.
Good thoughts. Good
But I
thoughts. Don't.
mean, yeah. But I mean, yeah, the suit it looks good. I like the character design, but there was some more set photos on this set, and it showed a certain guy. All right.
Some I have a more negative opinion on.
Yeah, but I don't care. I just I'll take my fan service. Okay, this franchise is already being sunken down. I'll take Michael Keaton's Batman where I can get him. And honestly, he looks so good, man.
He
He looks
looks good.
beautiful. He looks
I
like a
want
badass.
I want to like it. I just know it's not gonna work out. I just I got such a bad feeling in my bones. Trey, wanna know where I feel it? I feel it in my balls. I just I feel
Oh
it.
my god.
I feel like it's gonna be bad. Like you're
God.
bringing back a version of Batman that, in retrospect, is not very good. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring him back in a story that's supposed to be like a version. Wait, hang on. I might have just convinced myself to like this because the version. Wait, no, never mind. I just caught my own fallacy. Never mind. Fly,
You were like, I don't like this. I like this. Now I don't like this in a
yeah.
span of like 30 seconds.
No, not even like 5 seconds. Because here's the thing: Flashpoint's supposed to be a story about a bad Batman. It's supposed to be like, whoa, this Batman is so bad. Michael Keaton's Batman is supposed to be a good one, but I thought for a second, wait, what if they play on the fact that it's not very good interpretation? What if they play up those expectations and the Flash is like, hey, you're a bad Batman, and he's a good Batman by the end. But then I remember that Ben Affleck is a worse Batman.
Yeah.
Like then I remember that like it's not very different from what this Flash has already known.
Yeah, then you remember that Ben Affleck mowed people down with his car and his plane, and you're like, you can't really talk, can you, buddy?
Yeah, that kind of makes Michael Keaton's Batman look like a better Batman.
Honestly. Which I could imagine them doing this arc, like claiming Affleck's Batman to be, a great version of Batman, even though that's not the case.
They really can't be that stupid, can they?
No, they're like they will probably do it, and I'll probably ignore it if it means giving Keaton an arc finally.
Trey,
But
I wanna believe men are still good, but it's getting harder and harder.
yeah, see, I don't like that people say that line that Bruce gave, that the men are still good line, signifies Bruce's turning of an arc. That line does not signify Bruce stop killing. It signifies him forming the Justice League. Okay, chill out, please.
We could go on in that movie for days. Also,
Yeah,
we saw some set pics of Barry Allen. He's wearing a full suit, looking fly
he
as
look
hell.
he looking like a goofball. Love it.
He also looks to be wearing what looks like a flash ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, dope. I like when they introduce the more goofy comic stuff in the movies. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the CW's been doing that for years, and I've been loving it for
Does
years.
CW have a Flash ring?
Yeah,
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
except when they introduced it with a really crappy Flash suit. But now we're
Oh,
back to good Flash
you.
suit with
I was
good
gonna say. I think hot take. I don't like any of the Flash shoots on the CW.
uh, boo
Like
freaking who.
even the current one. It just I don't know something about it.
I like seasons. I like all of them except for the season 5 suit. 'Cause
Okay,
that suit looks really stupid.
the season one. I for some reason don't mind. I don't know. I kind of like the texture of it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same suit until like season 4, where
Yeah,
except
exactly.
in season 4 it's just brighter colors.
Yeah, and that's
Season 5
weird.
it's skin tight with no chin strap, and it looks wrong.
And that's weird because I usually like the suits with the brighter colors. Like that's just a thing with me. But for some reason, I just like the darker Flash suit. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Hmm. Did we get any more set photos from that? It was mainly Supergirl and like a couple Keaton and Barry ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we haven't seen Keaton suit up in the suit yet. Which I mean, come on, DC, we're
they're
getting
they're
segments.
gonna keep that
Just
under. They're gonna
but
keep
they
that in like.
gotta
Oh,
just
they're,
just give us 10 seconds of Keaton just walking to the camera in a suit. That's all I
they're
want.
gonna keep him in the suit like in a bunker at the center of the earth until they release the trailer.
Yeah, but like, can I just
When are we
see
gonna
him
get
in
that
the
trailer? By the
suit?
way, when do you think?
This movie's slated to come out in November of 2022.
Okay,
Filming is
sure it is.
currently going.
Wait, will that be our
So
senior year?
November 4th, 2022. Yes.
Ugh, I hate
Yeah,
time.
I know.
Remember when this movie was gonna come out December 31st, 2019?
Jesus Christ.
Do you remember that, Trey?
Hmm.
Do you remember how long this movie's been in development? It's been in development since 2017,
Yeah.
and people still think it's gonna be good.
Hmm.
Granted, I also am one of those people, but still, I I I have mixed opinions.
I think Andy Muschietti will give us a good take on Barry as long as the studio doesn't tell him to do too much rebooting shit.
I think my biggest worry though is that it's not gonna focus on Barry enough. They're gonna be like, oh look, it's Supergirl. Oh look, it's Batman. It's Michael Keaton. Ah, and Barry Allen's just kind of be in the background like his cool new suit, not really doing much.
Which is why we're also worried for No Way Home.
What? Oh yeah. Well, that I think. We'll talk about that if we talk about that. But yeah, you're right.
Hmm.
All right, what's next on the list to talk about?
We all the more DC stuff, because Shazam likes to actually give us things. We have a look at the Shaz family
Yeah,
and all their new suit glory.
I like these suits a lot,
Yeah,
and the logos still do light up per the director Andy Samberg, so that's cool.
yeah. So chill the fuck out,
They
okay?
light up. They He said they light up with CGI now because like the actual lights were like a huge technical problem. So like,
Okay,
yep,
good.
that's fair. Yeah, that's how you
Twitter,
make movies.
chill out, okay?
They also for Miss Marvel, Mary Marvel, whatever. Um, they changed the actress to the actress who plays just Mary. All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
I see a
Because
lot
like,
of I see a lot of people simping over her on Twitter.
but like the whole reason, when they say Shazam, they turn into these people. It's because they see adults and stuff as their most prominent, powerful figure. Her, just turning into herself. That's actually pretty big character thing.
Yeah, yeah. That like yeah, ditto. Like it just works.
Yeah, it's cool. Like it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Not much else to say there. Just looks pretty cracking.
Yeah.
Excited to see more.
Hmm.
Is one of them a UFC fighter, or did I make that up?
I think they made that up. There's no way.
No, I
Because
think
I
one.
would I Kyle, that would have been the first thing I said if that was the case.
Yeah, you're right. We'll find out later that you don't. Yeah, don't. We'll find out. All right. Is there anything else to talk about before the thing?
The what thing?
The Thing.
The
The
movie
thing
we
that
watched.
takes
There was a lot.
yeah, the thing that takes up like 75% of the runtime of this episode.
Yeah, dude, you do realize we got a Suicide Squad trailer and a Shang-Chi trailer in the
Oh
last
right,
week.
I've already completely forgotten the Suicide Squad trailer.
Now we'll talk about it because while it does look very cool and I am still very excited, I am now slightly worried because Bloodsport just seems like Deadshot again, and that scares me.
Yeah, like you pointed this out to me when I watched it the first time. They're just doing Deadshot again. Like no
That's a
different.
problem.
Yeah, and like James Gunn, you're look me in the eyes. You're smarter than this.
I just like it's so obvious Bloodsport's gonna be the main character,
I
and it's
don't.
just
Sorry to interject what you said, but I don't like when team movies have a clear main character.
yeah.
Lazy.
It's just like but granted, I'm saying this from the trailers, but James Gunn's movies. What I'm saying is completely incorrect. So you know what? I hope I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, but from what we know, it's still the same thing.
Yeah,
What if he dies? I mean,
he's probably going to.
they hype
This
this.
movie's gonna because they keep hyping up this body count, and I'm
I
just like,
know, and like,
we'll see, man.
what if it ends up being like disappointing? Like, what if like all the characters we think are gonna live, and it's just marketing?
Yeah,
Honestly,
just
that's
like
the only way I can see this differentiating from Deadshot, though, is to kill Bloodsport.
yeah.
Mm.
It was like the main difference I'm so far seeing is because he's in prison for a very very big thing that's very very cool.
Yeah,
He shot Superman.
with the kryptonite bullet, which is the dopest thing.
Yeah.
It's right from the comic.
Which let's I would talk about that for a second. Because again, I see some people complain that they should have shown that. Why?
I mean,
What's the point? These are
they
the
didn't
same
really
people who
show any.
they're like these are the people who are complaining about this are the same people who just said like, oh, seeing a Robin suit in the Batcave is very awesome, guys. It's the same shit.
Hmm. Not everything needs to be explained. Some things don't service us by seeing it. If we just
Yeah, which
let's say it how it is. They just want to see Henry Cavill again.
yes, which I do too, but don't complain to the movie that they're not showing Superman, okay?
Also,
Complain to the assholes at Warner Brothers.
James Gunn also said he doesn't know if the Superman he shot was Henry Cavill or the new guy. He just said they said I don't know,
Yeah,
which tells me
he's
it's
like,
probably not Henry Cavill.
yeah.
Which oh no,
I mean, it'd suck, but
I
like,
hope I
let's
really hope
move
Marvel.
on, please.
I
It's just,
really want Marvel to pick him up in something.
yeah, Cavill deserves so much better.
Yeah, because he's such a good actor.
Yeah,
I'm sure we've talked about this before, but I want him to play Beast so bad.
yeah. We've thrown around Hercules, Beast, all of them.
I think Hercules he would be good as Hercules, but it's mainly because Russell Crowe is playing
Yeah,
Zeus.
it's a little on the nose.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I would prefer Beast or
Mm-hmm.
Captain Britain if we want to be even more on the nose.
Yeah.
Any of those would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else to say on that?
The trailer looks fun. Excited to see this movie in like
A, a,
basically a month.
a bit worried about what's Peacemaker?
Bloodsport.
No. I'm also worried about Peacemaker.
No, Peacemaker. This trailer is actually sold me more on him because the way he delivered that starfish butthole line, I'm just like, I understand everything about this character and I love it.
Yes, but I'm not.
He
I'm
said
not.
it so seriously. He said it such in a Captain America way, and it was so just funny.
I
Like,
get what you think is happening, where he's like, oh, he talks as serious as Captain America, but he's saying stupid things. That joke just something about his joke just don't work for me. Like,
Well, I hope it works for you because we're about to get an entire show about him.
yeah, I was gonna say like that whole like bag of dicks joke from the first trailer. Ooh, if that was not good. That was
That's
not.
not going to be in the movie. I'm convinced that's not going to be in the movie.
Yeah, because comedy movies do that a lot, where it's
And
like
James Gunn also does it a lot.
like Superbad famously did that for their big like McLovin line. But
Mm.
I mean, like I don't know, it's still his from what we've seen, his jokes do not impress me, and I expect a lot more from James Gunn.
Remember, Kyle, this is James Gunn, no filter. Whether that makes it smart or dumber, it's James Gunn, no filter.
Yeah, I'm still excited for this movie. Just Peacemaker is worrying me, and now Bloodsport is too.
Just
Everyone else,
if you
cool.
again, if they kill King Shark, we riot.
We riot. They almost killed Korg, and we would have raided Marvel.
We would have burned the streets.
Mm-hmm. You do not touch our mans. You hear us?
Oh,
You do not kill Sly Stallone in a movie.
this is true.
Do we think there's going to be any other characters that we don't know of appearing? Because I think they hinted at it. I think like on Twitter. No, on James Gunn's Instagram story, I'm pretty sure he hinted at it. You don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure.
Kind of like surprises and whatever.
Yeah, no surprises.
I mean, like I'd imagine there'd be a cameo of some sort.
Yeah. Who do you think it's going to be?
No,
They could be fucking with us, and Cavill could still be in the movie.
honestly,
He's
I
not.
wouldn't hate it. I'd love it, but it's not gonna happen.
I was gonna say he's not, but like it'd be cool.
As long as I see him in the red and blue, I'll be okay with it.
Gunn would put him in the red and blue.
Yeah, but if I see him in a black suit, I'm gonna be mad.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it several times. Him keeping the black suit is stupid.
Mm-hmm. Just because it looks cool does not mean it means anything significant. If anything, it worsens the message of your movie.
Reach.
Boom. We've summed up that rant we've had like every other episode in a sentence.
Yeah.
And it's still gonna happen again next episode. Just watch.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to talk about the Titans titles now? Just I want to talk about the one title. All the other ones aren't that big a deal.
The one that we've kind of talked about, but now it's confirmed, and it's really good.
Yes.
I hate it.
The second to last episode, I believe, is titled Prodigal. Trey, do you want to tell them why that's dumb?
It means that Bronson Thwaites is going to be Batman.
Yep. Prodigal, as in Prodigal Son, as in the storyline in the comics where Dick Grayson took over as Batman.
Listen, we said it before, but you really just spent 2 seasons of your show building up to Dick Grayson becoming Nightwing, and now that he's Nightwing, you're just gonna rush out Nightwing and make no, let's make Dick Grayson Batman.
Trey, do you want to know what my first thought was when I saw that title for the first time? Titans, you're really pushing it.
Like, and this is Titans.
Yeah, like they have some balls over there to name a title Prodigal.
This is the second to last episode.
They're really pushing it.
After it.
Do we think we're gonna get an Azrael before this?
No.
You think they're that crazy? No, because
honestly, I think they're that crazy. I don't think they're gonna do it because they would have marketed. If they're gonna put Azrael in this show, they would market it as such.
Yeah,
we would know an actor. We would have seen the fucking Jean Paul Valley Batman suit. We would see it.
Yeah, Titans is anything but subtle. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just, do we? Mm-hmm. How much do you want to bet it's just for one episode?
Yeah, because like the season finale is called Purple Rain. And I'm just like,
don't disrespect Prince like that.
You dweebs.
Yeah. Also, one of the episodes is titled Hank and Dove, meaning Hawk is going to retire for an episode, and then here, I'm going to leak that episode of Titans. What? Ready? You ready for this grade A leakage? Hank is gonna want to retire because blah 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 heroin, and then Dove is like, but we're a family, and he's like, she's right, we are a family, and then they go back together. It's all about family, Tank. Boom. That's that episode. He retires and then he doesn't, because Titans can't stick to because they're
all in the
pussies.
span of one episode, of course. All in the span of one episode.
Because Titans can't have lasting consequences. No, of course not. Are you crazy?
Of course not.
No, you crazy? Lasting consequences. I hardly know her.
Right. This show has disbanded the team 3 times.
How much you want to bet they're going to disband again this season? At least one more time.
I think members will quit. I have no doubt in my mind of that.
Well,
I don't think the whole team will disband, but members will quit and members will rejoin.
Well, Raven already quit. So I think.
Well, she didn't quit. She more just went to Themyscira to, resurrect Donna Troy.
Is that why she's there?
Probably, because, there's set photos of Donna Troy wearing a black costume.
Yeah, you're right. You think Titans is going to try and do the clone thing?
Yes.
Why? Oh my.
Again, Titans.
Yeah. Why do we think Robin's gonna want to have to become Batman?
Who knows? Maybe Jason will kill Bruce or some bullshit.
Oh my God, they wouldn't.
If they do, you can expect an hour and 10-minute rant from me on why that's absolutely ridiculous. And on why, there's literally why him killing Bruce would destroy Jason Todd's character. That'd be blatant character assassination. It would also mean absolutely haven't seen Jason and Bruce in any goddamn scenes together.
And they're still gonna do a redemption arc for him, even if he does kill Bruce.
It started it.
All right. Wait a bit for it.
Okay, so I did an oops.
Yeah, Trey's AirPods died and ended the meeting. Well, we were talking about Titans, right?
Yeah, we were talking about how Jason kills Bruce as blatant character assassination. It won't matter because Jason and Bruce haven't had any goddamn scenes together.
And they're still going to do a redemption arc for Jason even after that.
Yeah.
I'm still inclined to say that they're going to bring in, what's his face? Azrael, or at least some other replacement for Batman. Because
we got to put everything in this season, man.
No, it's because I just know that Dick is gonna bitch about it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be Batman. Wah. I'm like,
because he spent the last 2 seasons getting out of Batman's shadow.
Yes, I know. I just hate his character so much.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably going to be Azrael because he's just like the right level of edgy for that show.
Yeah, especially since you can market like, oh, look at this cool version of Batman. It also makes sense that this version of Bruce would choose a unstable murderer because he is an unstable murderer.
Well, you want to know what Titans feels like? 90s comics.
Yeah.
It really feels like the bad 90s comics. Like the Clone Saga and shit like that.
Hmm.
And I don't speak that name unless I absolutely goddamn have to.
Mm-hmm. Unless I get your point across.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, overall, how excited are you for Titans, Trey?
Dude, I am so ecstatic. That's not even a joke. I'm so excited for the show to come out. I can't wait to get angry about this show.
Oh, it's
I'm so excited.
Trey, do you want to do a Titans watch party?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
The first 3 episodes are releasing the same day, I think.
Bro, let's go.
It's going to be so fun.
We're going to need like 15 to 30-minute breaks in between so we don't, have brain aneurysms. But
do you want to do what we did for the Snyder Cut and get monsters and drink whenever something stupid happens?
Yeah. This is more of a case where, there's nothing that will stop it.
Yeah, we might die.
We might.
If
But I think
after
that's a
August,
sacrifice I'm willing to take.
if there's no podcast episodes after August, you'll know what happened.
Yeah, we died because of Titans. You know what? That's a good. I will die happy if that show kills me.
That's one for the gravestone. You don't know. I won't die happy because I'm not gonna let that show win.
Reach.
Mm-hmm. All right. Want to talk about the Shang-Chi trailer?
Yeah, because
Holy
they
shit!
did something. They did something.
You,
They
Kevin
did a
Feige,
couple things.
crazy bastard.
Yeah, dude. Explain yourself. Explain to me how Abomination's fighting Wong in an underground,
And
in underworld,
and, be-
whatever.
and before this, we thought that it was just going to be like, oh, it's a simulation or they're LMDs. No, Kevin Feige confirmed earlier today, as of this recording, that that's the actual Wong and that's the actual Abomination.
Yeah, this man chose violence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he has chosen us to the internet to now be like, oh no, guys, yeah, Abomination is actually fighting Wong in an underground, because And originally, that's because that was my first thought about this, because like, there's no way that's the case. And my favorite thing about her was originally Fing Fang Foom, which it still is, because oh my god.
Because I think that's technically not Fing Fang Foom though. At least like the subtitles don't call him Fing Fang Foom.
If they call him Green the Monster, I'm gonna call him Fing Fang Foom.
Yeah, he's Fing Fang Foom, like to me at least.
Yeah, unless they tell me otherwise, that is
In,
Fing Fang freaking Foom.
in my opinion, I think that they're fighting in that tournament to get an audience with the Mandarin. I think that's the most likely option.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I mean, my thing with that is that because Multiverse of Madness is probably the next Avengers level MCU movie, and Wong is a very key Doctor Strange player, so him being there, it's weird.
Yeah, it's fishy. I feel it in my balls. Something's up.
How can you stop saying that?
No,
You
never.
just say you feel it in your schnoz. That's
No,
much
no,
better.
no, 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 no. It's the same thing.
Fair enough.
It's I feel it somewhere. Something something fishy with a capital F is going on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, otherwise that was a banging trailer, dude.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for this movie.
Yeah. I like I I like that they finally confirmed what the 10 rings are and that those are the 10 rings.
And what
However,
they
I
do.
don't love it.
And
This is
it opens up the universe more, and they showed off that the powers are pretty cool, and they're gonna give
yeah,
us a cool Mandarin Shung fight. So
I guess. I just really like the versions from the comics.
yeah.
Hmm.
But at the same time, if they did the comics, it'd feel like the Infinity Stones again.
Yeah, you're right. Still, whatever. What else? Holy shit, Fang Fang Foom is in a movie. Holy shit. Oh my god, holy shit.
God bless.
That is seriously so crazy.
It's
Like
about damn time. It's
I have
about
no
damn time.
what otherwise, yeah, pretty great trailer. Pretty okay trailer.
Yeah, action looked great. This movie gonna excite me.
And this is the final trailer.
Yeah. Which
When is this movie coming out?
September.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Dope. And yeah, wow, we're getting a lot of Marvel movies very soon because we're getting Black Widow. When
In
Black Widow
10 days.
like a week, right? Yeah. And then we're getting yeah, then Shang-Chi. And we're still having Loki.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh,
we're
we have
getting
the
another
latest
Eternals trailer. We're getting another Eternals trailer before. Oh, I didn't even put Loki on the list.
Yeah, we
Lol.
need to talk about the latest episode of Loki.
Yeah, there's nothing much to talk about, to be honest.
Yeah, let's just talk about it now actually because it's not huge.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. They didn't
Yeah.
really show us a lot, which that this episode really showed me that Feige's minimum number of episodes that he's going to allow for these shows is 6.
Yeah. Is Loki 6 episodes? I thought it was 9.
It's 6.
Is it 6? Really?
Yeah, we're halfway through.
Oh, lame.
Yeah.
Ah. I don't like this episode. It feels
Yeah.
too short.
Yeah, this episode, I I know it has nothing to do with the overall plot because Loki never asked Sylvie any of the questions that we're asking, which is the questions he should be asking, like who are you? What's your plan? Explain yourself. How do you exist? Are you
Well,
Enchantress?
it's not. That's not where Loki's head is. Most of the
Yeah,
time, he's kind of out for number one, and right now he's not really concerned with like who Enchantress is and what she's about. You're like, all right, I'm gonna die if I stay here. I should probably get out. And
yeah, but at
I'll
the
go
same time,
myself.
it's like he couldn't have just asked him a little, just ask her a little bit
Well,
of
it's not
things.
character for him because it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
Loki would only ask if it benefits him, and right at that point, it didn't benefit him.
fair, but I feel like he'd still be a little curious about what her, end game is, her
Ah,
Avengers end game, if you will.
he said he probably still is, but we're probably gonna get that next episode.
Yeah,
Also, was it me or did that episode end just super abruptly?
yeah, well, yeah, like even I watched it the second time with my sister, and she was like, "Bro, what the hell?"
Yeah,
It ended after a sweet ass log take, and then suddenly, it ends.
it was so cool. Like when he
Yeah.
like caught that building. That was hot.
Hmm.
Yeah. I like the character of Sylvia a lot.
Yeah, she's fun.
Yeah.
Even though she's very kind of murderous, but she's fun.
We also finally got confirmation that the timekeepers are bullshitters.
Yeah, which like I mean it was pretty much guessed, because we kept getting that this is very much a cult thing.
Yeah, and here's the thing, we knew from the beginning they were lying about the multiverse. That's just
Because they
not.
said multiverse was destroyed, guys, for
Yeah,
sure, one
this
hundred
is the o-
percent.
this is the only timeline. Forget the mountains of comic books, other movies, and TV shows. This is the only Marvel universe to ever exist. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I don't care about your like Secret Wars reference. Sure, sure, buddy.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. Otherwise, but yeah, good episode. I like that episode a lot.
Do you want
Not.
to talk about the confirmation about a certain aspect of Loki's character?
Oh yeah, Loki's bi now.
Well, I wouldn't say he's bi now. He's always been
He's always
bi, but
been bi, but they
it's been
finally
confirmed.
said it. Which I mean, good for them. I just
Yeah.
think it's funny when like the neckbeard MCU fans are like, what? You made Loki bisexual, and me over here knowing Loki is canonically given birth to a horse.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: a lot of people are like, oh, that happened in the mythology. No, that also happened in the MCU. Well, know how? Because the horse he gave birth to is the horse Odin rides in Thor 1.
Oh.
Yeah, and he turned himself into a woman. This is a little more than PG. Had sex with a man, and then gave birth to an eight-legged horse.
I,
I don't.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say that in the MCU that stuff that the Norse mythology like that it's different because
Well, but
Hela is not Loki's daughter.
we'll
Thor is
try.
not an asshole.
Riddle me this: where did that horse come from then?
I don't know.
Where did the horses like that don't just appear? They need moms, like Loki.
Fair enough.
Hmm. So yeah, I think Loki being bisexual is kind of pales in comparison to the horse sex side of Loki.
Uh-huh.
And that's a sentence I never want to say again.
Please never do.
But yeah, I really like that they finally said it. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's very.
especially since, again, it makes complete sense for his character, Loki, because like Loki is someone who craves, attention, who craves, who craves, emotion and connection. So him being limited to one, sex doesn't really, make a lot of sense.
Yeah. All right. What's next to talk about on the list?
Talk about that new anime Mortal Kombat movie come out in August.
Oh yeah, we watched the first one in that series like 3 weeks ago, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Legends
Which is
Scorpion.
it's probably the best Mortal Kombat movie ever.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
was a
it's not very good, but it's still the
no,
best
not
Mortal
at
Kombat
all.
movie ever.
It was pretty bad actually, but still probably the best Mortal Kombat movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, Mortal
I'm
Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms. Not much to say except it comes out in August.
are you gonna watch this?
Yeah, I'm curious.
I'm not gonna like jump at the opportunity. Like I'm not gonna be like I need to see this now. Everyone get out of my way. But I'm gonna be like, if I'm like bored and like I see it, I'll be like, you know what? I got a free hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm not like hella excited, but like I'll definitely check it out one day.
but like I'll check out a Mortal Kombat movie. I like Mortal Kombat. I got opinions.
Yeah. You think it's gonna be like actually good? The answer's no, but
Because the main issue with Scorpion's Revenge is that they told Scorpion's story as well as the traditional Mortal Kombat story, and it was kind of iffy. But Battle of the Realms, I'm assuming it's just going to be a not Shao Kahn story.
yeah.
So,
Who do you think they're gonna get to play Shao?
well, I think we already have a voice because
Did
he
we?
showed up at the tail end of Scorpion's Revenge.
Oh right, he did. Sorry, I barely remember that movie.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
But also, Kuai Yang's going to be in this movie, which if Steve Bloom voices him, I'm gonna laugh.
Didn't Steve Bloom voice fucking it
He,
Beyond?
yeah, he voiced Bi-Han in the movie, but he voices Kuai Yang in the games.
Oh, I remember because the entirety of the movie you were complaining about it.
Yes, I was, because that's
Because
weird.
this is a travesty that simply cannot stand.
Not a travesty. It's just odd and weird.
No,
I don't like it.
travesty.
Mm.
Mm. I don't know. It's just
Anyway, segueing into other animated topics.
amazing
Uh,
stuff.
I know the Long Halloween came out, the
Oh,
movie, and I
it's out.
watched it. Yeah,
Oh, was it
the
good?
part one at least, and I watched it, and I loved it.
Oh, I'm glad. It looks good.
Yeah, it was real good. And honestly, the animation it grew on me.
Oh
I
goddamn,
kind
it
of
was
like it.
good.
I kind of like it now. I still have my issues with it, but the more it moves, the more I like it.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
that's
yes,
fair.
but yeah, the movie it adapted the story very well. It changed a few things. In the end, it didn't really change anything. In the end, it leaves off at a point where you're like, this is definitely where I consider the midpoint in the book to be. But there was one thing about the end that they kind of changed. That I need to watch the movie again because they did something that kind of confused me, and I need to watch the movie again to see if I missed on something earlier that foreshadowed it. But it just didn't make sense to me when I watched it. I'm being vague here because I want you to watch it, Kyle.
I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, because
I
it was
watched
good. I really like
one.
it.
One note I watched last night.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the Sonic movie for the first time.
Oh my god.
I was pleasantly surprised. I was
Yeah, it's
not.
not too bad.
I was not expecting like actual good character motivation for like every character.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Sonic had very clear, defined motivation. The human dude did too. I didn't love Eggman,
We call
but
him Cyclops.
yeah,
Okay, call him Cyclops.
he was Cyclops.
Yeah, he was
That's
Cyclops
okay.
in OG X-Men.
Oh, I just connected the dots. All right.
He was
But
also Lois's boyfriend in Superman Returns.
you know that guy was originally going to be a Chris Pratt.
Really?
Yeah, when the original shitty Sonic design first got leaked, there was a poster of Chris Pratt like as that character laying on a cop card with him.
Mm.
Yeah, was good. But yeah, I enjoyed that movie more than I cared to admit. Maybe it's because I have a lot of nostalgia for Sonic, or maybe it was actually good. Who knows?
Yeah.
One,
Anyway,
one,
back to Long
there was a
Halloween.
reference in that movie actually that like really like surprised me when it happened. Do you know what
Yeah.
the reference I'm talking about, Trey?
Yeah,
What?
I remember.
Yeah. I'm trying to segue, but should I do it? Should I do that segue now?
I want to talk about Long Halloween some more because Jensen Ackles was really good as Batman.
Oh, Jensen Ackles was Batman?
Yeah, and he was really good. He had a good voice. It was nice and deep. And honestly, Troy Baker was Joker in this movie. Troy Baker's Joker has had a lot of Batman in recent memory. Roger Craig Smith, Conroy was his Batman once. he was his Batman at one point.
He
But
was.
you know, he was Batman and Joker in one movie, and
What movie?
uh, it was Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's hilarious.
I know, but honestly, him and Jensen Ackles, there was good, off the Batman Joker stuff there. They only really shared one scene together, but liked them. They should stick. Jason Ackles should play Batman more. That's definitely something I want.
Yeah, that's fair.
But there's
Well,
actually
how
there's
well,
some.
how was his Batman voice?
Oh, it was so good. It was like very like he deepened his voice in a way that was clear but also very Batman-y.
Perfect. I don't
Yeah,
like the scratchy Batman voices anymore. I like the deeper voices.
or the robotic ones. I'm not really a fan of those.
Eh, I like it though.
It's not it's like it's more of a choice to me. I'm not gonna call it bad. It's just my personal preference. I don't
And
really like them.
it makes sense. Like it's kind of like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, it makes sense, but I just don't really like it that much.
That's fair. It doesn't have the same vibe.
Yeah, but one of the main things about Long Halloween that I'm not gonna say I loved it, but I'm really iffy on it. They gave Batman a story arc. They gave Batman an arc, which like in the book he doesn't really have an arc. Well, he kind of has one. I really like the one he kind of has in the book, but in the movie, because the movie starts, even Jim Gordon says Batman's not a detective. He does not see himself as a detective. Like Bruce even has a line that says, "I did not plan for Batman to be a detective." And I guess the whole story of this movie and the next movie is going to be Batman learning to be the world's greatest detective, which I kind of like it. I
I
do find
don't
it a
know.
little weird that
I
I
don't
do
like
find it
her.
weird that Bruce, just avoided, the fact that he had to be a detective, stop criminals. But I do like that you know, learned that his arc is him learning, if you get it.
Here's the thing. I don't like that because Long Halloween is supposed to be like a prime Batman story, and I don't like that they're trying to turn it into an early years thing. And
Not Halloween is very much an early years story.
I
It's
don't think it
canonically
works
it's
that
year
way.
two. It's
I
year
just don't.
two.
I don't like that though. Like I don't think him learning the ropes is the right way to take it. Like yes, I agree that it's supposed to be early years, but I don't think him learning the ropes is the point of that story.
I think for the book, for example, like the book, it's not him learning the ropes. It's very much, I'm not gonna say it's a prime Batman, but it's still, it feels like Batman. This movie, I do like that it's him, learning because like canonically, Long Halloween, that's really his first big case when you think about it. It's his first, long serial murder, and I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah.
This is going great.
hmm All right, we're stitching together three clips today. Okay, I don't know why, but Skype's crashing for us.
It's
Anyway,
going
back in
great.
my
Skype is going great. Do you remember Craig Trey?
shut up. No, bad. Anyway, back to my take. I enjoy that a new take on the Long Halloween story includes giving Bruce a learning to be a detective arc because him early years in the books, it doesn't really work for Long Halloween, but it works for its sequel, Dark Victory, because in Dark Victory he starts of being, one alone. He's not working with Gordon as much. He's heartbroken by Harvey. And in that book, he adopts Vic Grayson. He has a Robin by the end, and that helps his character. That's why I like Dark Victory. I don't want to say I like it more than Long Halloween because I like the Mystery of Long Halloween more. But for Batman's character, I like Dark Victory more. I like that in the Long Halloween movie. We're giving Batman a little something. I like it.
Yeah. I just it feels a little unnecessary.
Yeah.
Just you know what I mean?
But one thing that they changed in the movie from the book that I 100% love and I think is better in the book is Gilda Dent. Gilda Dent is so much better in the movie than she is in the book. Because in the book, she's very much, a calm, housewife. But in the movie, she's suffering from depression. She has mental health problems. And it makes sense considering, the ending of the book.
Oh. Oh, that is good actually.
Yeah, it makes sense, and I like it because like she's even struggling with Harvey, and Harvey doesn't really know how to condone with that. He doesn't know how to approach it, and they're even fighting. There's fights that they have in the movie about how to treat her illness, and that like I'm very excited how that's gonna continue to go into the sequel because I don't know how this is gonna end. They could very much change how it is in the book. They could keep it the same. There's still a mystery there. They're not because like they're not gonna do some weird ass make Riddler hush whatever. This is gonna be a still very it's gonna be accurate, but I will imagine that they're gonna do something different with the holiday killings by the end of the
I
end.
hope so. I hope they don't make it stupid, but I hope so.
Mm-hmm. My one gripe with the one big gripe with the movie, it that just bothers me is well, it doesn't really bother me. Just I feel like it's missed opportunity. Is the character designs. We could have had a blue and gray bat suit. And we could have had a purple Catwoman suit, but we just went with the classic,
Well, because
black and gray.
those are more marketable, you know.
Yeah, but like, can we just change it up a little bit? Like, I love the
I
blue
agree.
and gray. I love the purple. Do it, please.
I agree, but like little kids are gonna be like, "Whoa, he's dark and cool," blah, 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 you know.
Yeah. Same time,
It's
there's a
not
billion
with
of those
reality.
toys. I want my blue and gray bat suit. I
Same.
want that action figure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I understand DC thinks we need, gray and black and whatever.
All right, what's next on the list?
I don't know. Hang on. Ooh, you know what? Here, no, I forgot how perfect my segue was about to be. Since speaking of Halloween, we got a
Oh, you
Halloween
suck.
Kills trailer.
You
I
suck.
am so good, Kyle.
No, you
I'm
suck.
so good.
You suck.
I'm so good
The
because
fact that you just stop the podcast dead in its tracks just to make your segue.
Hey man, listen, it was beautiful.
You should be
I'm
ashamed.
so good.
You should be
I'm so
ashamed.
anyway. Halloween Kills trailer, dude. This trailer got me feeling a certain way, man. It was so good. There was a season the witch reference in there. That's this trailer made me happy. And I have stated my take on why Halloween 2018 made Michael Myers scary again. So I'm not going to continue that. But like this movie, man, it just it shows how much Michael Myers enjoys what from this trailer anyway. It shows how much Michael Myers enjoys what he's doing. Like the trailer just opens up with him killing a bunch of firefighters, which I imagine the movie's going to open because it's where the last movie left off. And like, man, this movie's gonna have a high body count. It's not Michael Myers kill a bunch of people because for it is called Halloween Kills, and I expect him to have a couple kills. You know, I'm excited. I like it. But my one thing, and this is the one thing Twitter's freaking out about, I have no idea why. But in the trailer, we see that someone took Michael Myers' mask, and we're like, "Ooh, we're gonna see Michael Myers maskless," and I'm like, I don't care. That's not something Mike Myers needs to see. I have seen Michael Myers without his mask. Okay, I saw it on Halloween 2007, and if you remember correctly, there was a split-second shot of him without his mask in the original. It doesn't matter to me if I see Michael Myers' face. It only matters inevitably because I know this is going to happen by Halloween ends.
Where he
is
speaks.
when Michael Myers speaks.
Yeah, I don't like the trope of what did their face look like? Not because I don't like the actual trope in the movie. I just don't like the speculation of what their face looks like. Because like Jason, in Mortal Kombat X, when Jason was in it, and his end screen was him taking off his mask and walking away, everyone fucking creamed their jeans. Oh my god, what does he look like? Oh my god, and they just didn't show us, and it was a funny.
Like, but guys, they showed what his face looked like in the Friday movies.
We don't really need to see. It's not that big of a deal. It's more scary if we don't see it.
It's also not a big deal if we do see their faces, but like it's like for example, in the context of what I'm seeing from the movie, because it seems like there's the lady who took Michael Myers' mask is Laurie Strode's daughter, and Michael Myers also seems surrounded by a bunch of people. So I feel like what the movie's going for here is a scene where they humanize Michael to a way where like, oh, he's not the boogeyman in this scene, but then he's gonna kill every single one of them.
Do you think his face is gonna express emotion?
No.
You think it's gonna be flat?
It's gonna be flat. Michael Myers does not feel emotion. He is like because like again, it's my problem with every other Halloween movie besides the original in 2018. If you stay out of Michael Myers' way and your last name is not Strode, you are completely fine. You will not die. But in these movies, Michael Myers enjoys killing. That is all he is about. He is bloodthirsty and he is the pureness of evil. That is terrifying. That's the shit that keeps me up at night. But you know, and I'm so glad I fixed it because Michael Myers and Laurie Strode having a hero villain relationship is so much better and more dynamic than them having a brother sister relationship that they never explored.
Yeah, true. Dude, what are you expecting from this movie? Wait, hang on, wait. I was gonna ask something, I forgot. Oh right.
I'm expecting.
Didn't they try and imply that like he's supernatural in this trailer?
Not in this trailer, no, but like he survived a fire, which I mean, listen, I'm not going to be like I didn't imply supernatural. Michael Myers is not supernatural. They heavily applied this in the original timeline because he basically was supernatural. But in this, he's not supernatural. He's very much just the guy. At least I hope he is. If they do he's supernatural, I'm not going to like it. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, same here. I like it better when he's just a really, really fucking guy. Not good, like strong dude.
He's just determined. Like again, my whole thing with why I like the 2018 movie is because he is just a guy. He's a scary, scary, scary guy.
Scary son of a bitch.
And Kyle's especially scared of him because he's wearing a Star Trek mask.
Oh my god, bad
but
movie.
But anyway, what I'm expecting from this movie, it's definitely going to be one night. I'm very certain this is just going to be the same night from the last movie, which it's going to be it's going to feel like Halloween 2, which I don't really. Well, I'll see how I like it when I'm watching the movie, but that's just what I expect. But I do expect a very high body count. I do expect that because for this movie, it's called Halloween Kills, and from this trailer, he seems to kill a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely I'm gonna check this one out.
Since it's coming out October, right around Halloween, it's going in theaters. It's just it made me feel a certain kind of way. Especially now his mask is also burned, so there's a pretty cool poster about it.
Yeah.
It made me feel good.
All right. Anything else to talk about before we talk about the the thing?
No, man, it was good. Oh wait, here. Oh, you mean the big thing? Here, let me check. There's one more big thing I want to talk about before we talk about this movie we watched. We got some more information about this Transformers movie.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! God bless Stephen Campbell Jr. I love this man.
I am so excited. Okay.
The description alone, man.
You say it.
Just Transformers: Rise of the Beast is a perfect title.
And Ron Perlman is playing Optimus Primal.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
To
my knowledge, in the original Beast Wars Transformers stuff, like cartoon, Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime are two different characters. So Peter Cullen is probably still.
No, Peter Cullen is confirmed to be Optimus Prime in this movie.
Okay, so because Optimus Primal, I believe, is just trying to imitate Optimus Prime.
Yeah, here's the full description of what was announced. This film introduces new facts such as not new, it's old stuff, but we haven't seen these on screen. The Maximals, the Predacons, and the Terracons. Peter Cullen's Optimus Prime in his G1 form will be the main character and will show his origin of becoming the leader of the Autobots. My goodness, it's everything I've wanted in a Transformers movie since the days of Transformers Prime. I have said my piece about Transformers Prime on this podcast. At least I think I have. I've said it's the greatest Transformers show of greatest Transformers anything of all time. And what this movie is telling me is that this is basically Transformers Prime, the live action movie. And holy shit, God bless Stephen Campbell Jr.
I'm so excited. Like, you have no idea. Like, this is gonna be so good.
Oh my god. See Optimus Prime origin, we see Orion back. I'm curious if we're gonna see Megatron, or we're gonna have Megatron, or we're gonna have the brother arc. I hope we do. I like it.
I think we're gonna have Megatron because to my knowledge again, Megatron is the villain of the Beast Wars series in the cartoon.
Mm.
Not Unicron or fucking Omnicron or whatever the dumbest fucking thing movies.
It's Unicron. He was voiced by Orson Welles.
Oh wait, no, that's cool actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Orson Welles.
Yeah.
Shame those movies suck.
Well, in the live action movie, I'm talking about the 1984 movie, the
No, I'm
1984
talking about the
animated
Bay
movie.
movies. I'm talking about the Bay
No,
movies.
the Bay movies, yeah, no, those are ass. Those are bad.
Wasn't Orson Welles Optimus Prime at one point?
No, he was Unicron in 1984 animated one where Optimus Prime died.
Yeah, okay.
You got the touch. You got the power.
That's copyright, sure.
I don't care.
All right.
You take our money. We have none of it.
All right. Is there anything else to talk about in relation to Beast? That's so cool.
I mean, there's two smaller things that I just put on there in case you were, running short on time, but we can definitely skip them. Because I don't think we really care that Olivia Rodrigo is probably going to play Snow White.
I care not at all.
Yeah, it's really funny, but
but I don't care.
The one other thing I'm just going to say in one sentence: why did no one tell me Baroness was going to be in Snake Eyes? Why did no one tell me? I feel like that's something I would like to know, and I'm a little weird. The trailer is just that they're just now telling me from the second trailer. But you know what?
It was purposely kept from you specifically as a prank.
Mm.
Everyone.
But I guess Snake Eyes is going to delve deep into Cobra or whatever. Which, okay, I'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. All right, can we talk about the thing now?
We can talk about the movie now.
The greatest movie of all time.
God bless.
Furious 9.
All right. It's actually titled F9, The Fast Saga.
Dumb title, great movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We are going to be spoiling this movie from here on out. So if you do
not... to be fair, all the cool stuff that would have liked to, been a surprise was in the trailer.
Yes. But there are some things that can be spoiled. So, but very predictable things. Either way, we're spoiling this movie. All right, you've been warned. All right. Should I start off telling the funny story that happened while we saw this?
Yeah, the reason Mohammed's not here is because he's still falling asleep from watching the movie.
Here's what happened. So we saw this as a little podcast outing. Me, Trey, and Mohammed all went to go see it together. This is the first time me and Trey seen Mohammed for like over a year. It was really nice. Yeah. So we went to go as a little podcast outing. It was really nice. And like halfway through the movie, I noticed Mohammed looked really bored. I looked over.
His ass was snoring.
No. This wasn't it yet. He was just like we made eye contact at one point. And he made like the shoot me face, and then halfway through, he's sitting. I'm sandwiched between him and Trey, and me and Trey just both hear. This man fell asleep.
He fell asleep during the Cannes showing of Fast and the Furious 9.
Mohammed hated this movie.
Dude, disrespectful. This is cinema.
He really fell asleep during it.
I don't think he didn't like it. I just think he didn't care. I just think he saw it as a nothing movie.
Yeah, he fully was snoring during Fast and Furious. We woke him up, but still.
Yeah, because he needed to watch. Okay.
No, it's because he was snoring and
people. It was so good.
It's because he was snoring and people were giving us dirty looks.
It's true.
I remember one of the first things I said during this movie. I remember something happened at like the very, very beginning. It was when the best character Roman, when Roman was falling from like a small cliff, and instead of falling on the grass, Vin Diesel let him land on his car because apparently that would help. And I whispered to Trey, that made no sense. And Trey, what did you say to me?
I said, Kyle, never say that sentence again in this movie.
Because I soon came to realize none of it made sense, and that was kind of the point.
No. Listen. I have let Fast Furious get away with a lot of stunts and a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. But by far the thing that doesn't make any sense at all is the fact that Han was able to take not one but two punches from Francis Ngannou
Oh my
and not
god.
only live to tell the tale but stay conscious. This makes no sense. This man hits as hard as a 12-pound sledgehammer being swung as hard as it can and a Ford Escort going as fast as it can. But to be fair, apparently Han can be killed by nothing, as this movie has taught me. So you know what? Okay.
Right. They literally established that these characters are invincible in this movie.
Yeah, they even joked about it. They even even Roman was like, dude, how much shit have we been through these last couple movies? Not a goddamn scratch.
This is why Roman is my favorite character.
Yeah. There's even a weird ass Star Wars joke moment. And I was like,
That was so bad.
we both looked at each other like, this is so bad. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I'm Yoda. Yeah, I'm cool being Yoda. No, you're just a puppet with this finger up your ass or something. It's like, okay. Keep the Star Wars references to a minimal from now on. Also, so what else? I had the most goofy smile on my face when they went to space.
Dude, because it happened. The Fast community has been joking and memeing this since like Fast 6, and they did it.
They actually
They
did it.
sons
It's
of bitches.
crazy.
They actually did it. The Tokyo Drift crew, who are suddenly rocket scientists now, literally shot Roman and Tej into
Ludicrous.
space.
Ludicrous.
His character's name is Tej.
No, it's I know they said it a lot during the movie, but all I was thinking is that is ludicrous.
That is the man who filmed the music video with Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber was 13 years of age.
Wasn't that Usher?
I don't know.
No,
I'm pretty sure it was Ludacris.
No, Usher was his producer. Ludacris was in the song.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is not the Usher cast. That's next week. Point being, amazing. Just simply. And you want to know?
When I saw my Tokyo Drift boys again, I was so happy.
Anytime
Canonically, they look like Granted, canonically, they look like they aged correctly from the amount of time between when Tokyo Drift came out to when now. But canonically, Tokyo Drift was probably like what, maybe 3 to 5 years before this movie, because Tokyo Drift took place after Fast 6. That doesn't make any sense.
Anytime Trey
what?
saw a character he liked, he'd pump his hands directly in the air. The people behind us probably didn't like this very much.
Well, listen, they should have known that I was a gigantic Fast fan and I wanted to be service, and I was.
Yes, they
I
should have known this.
I missed my Tokyo Drift boys, and it was a moment when they hugged Han. It was a moment.
That was a good moment. I haven't even seen any of the Fast and Furious movies before this, and I knew that was a good moment.
But now are you gonna, Kyle? Because
I'm probably gonna go back and watch them.
This was probably like the 5th best Fast movie.
Yeah. What else? I really liked the scene where Ramsey learned to drive.
Dude, that was funny because we've had her for like 2 movies, and like I just put together like, we never seen her drive. She doesn't know how to drive in a Fast and Furious movie. That's
kind of cute
like
having a character that just doesn't know how to drive in this movie about cool dudes driving fast cars. That's kind of cute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, the magnet shit was cool.
Yeah, that lets us some fun action. Mm-hmm. I didn't like that they tried convincing us that John Cena and Vin Diesel look like.
That was stupid. I'm sorry, but I can just say, for the sake of this weird ass story, that they're brothers. I don't need you to convince me they look alike. I really don't need 2 lines that say like, oh, from descendants, or the Toretto jawline or whatever. They don't look alike. Chill out, movie.
Mm-hmm.
None of they do.
None of the Torettos look even remotely like each other.
Yeah, like what's her name? Why do I not know Dom's sister's name?
The sister? What is the sister's name?
I almost said Gina, but that is not her name.
Fast to make it go fast.
I need to look this up because
No.
I
was being serious. Her name is Fast Make Go Fast.
This is as a Fast fan, I'm disappointed in myself. Hang on.
You should be. I'm disappointed.
Mia, that's her name. Mia.
Her name is Fast Make Go Fast.
Shut up.
Fast Make Go Fast.
Shut up.
Fast.
Anyway, to go back to, well, not really to go back to, but but pretend I just got done with my friends and gone to talk. Speaking of cameos in Fast and Furious, we got another cameo in this movie. I didn't know it because I didn't know what Cardi B looked like, but Kyle looked at me and was like, Cardi B.
No,
And I'm
when
like,
Cardi B
whoa.
made a cameo, I went to Trey and like tried making a bitch please face because I hate Cardi B. And Trey just made a neutral expression. And after the movie, he was like, "Can you believe Cardi B was in it?" And he was like, "Oh, that's who that was."
Yeah, I thought she looked like someone who was in Fast Four. I didn't know who she was.
Yeah, I don't like that Cardi B got a cameo in this movie. It's whatever.
I couldn't care less.
It's just a dumb movie about guys driving fast cars that have.
What's weird though is that Dom knows her, as in she's from his past, but she's also working for Shaw's mom.
Yeah, it's weird.
What the hell?
Also, one of the coolest stunts in this movie was when they did the Spider-Man thing with the car.
Hmm.
That was cool.
When you went on the bridge rope and they somehow carried the weight of the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. Also, holy shit, they only activated the NOS once during this movie.
Well, Nas has slowly become, less and less of a thing as the movies come on.
Why?
Because it was more of, original, street racer thing. Now it's, cool stunts and shit.
I don't even watch these movies, but I knew NOS was a thing. They should make it more of a thing.
Yeah, they stopped saying I need Nos after Fast 2.
That's stupid.
Because in Fast 3 their whole thing was drifting. Get it?
Because it was Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. That's not even a lie, Kyle. There's apparently some secret car skill called drifting that the main character has to learn.
Just play Mario Kart. They do that all the time.
There's actually a Donkey Kong joke in Tokyo Drift because the main villain's name is DK because he's some big street racer, and the dude asks, "You know what DK stands for?" And the dude from Arkansas is like, "Donkey Kong."
What movie is Ejectocito Cuz from?
Too Fast, Too Furious.
That's amazing. Is that Roman?
That's Roman, baby.
I love Roman so much.
Yeah. Tej is in Too Fast too, but you don't remember that he's in that movie.
Yeah.
You really
wanna know
don't.
why they? Do you want to know why they cast Ludacris?
Hmm.
So I could say these movies are ludicrous with Ludacris, because goddamn, these movies are ludicrous.
But it's so weird because in the first movie, Lucas is just a dude who's just promoting street races. But when the fifth and sixth one come out, he's suddenly this cool tech genius who knows how to fight. Roman was literally in Fast 9. Roman was like, dude, these dudes got cauliflower ears. They fight for a living. How do you know that? I mean, I know how I know that because I watch UFC. But how do you know this? You have you have been in a couple fights, Roman, but you haven't trained in anything. But you could still, do weird judo flips and whatever.
Yeah, UFC, judo flips, whatever. I was definitely listening. I can't get over how great, honestly funny Roman was. Roman was the only character that made jokes and I laughed at them instead of with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not just Roman. That's fine. I've always it's always been clear these movies are self-aware, but now they're just making jokes about how self-aware they are about their ridiculousness. Because listen, guys, I don't need to go to a movie. This is my whole thing on why the Fast and Furious franchise is good, and if you tell me otherwise, you're dumb. If you really want to see realism in a in the movie like this, I don't know what to tell you. I just want to see something that I could never see in anything else. In the closest thing. Okay. That's why these movies are great because I could see things that I've never seen before.
Mm-hmm. True. One thing I didn't like about this movie was John Cena.
Well, I just think he was underused.
Yeah. Well, his redemption plot was very undeserved.
Yeah, this is true. He really just became a good guy because the bad guys were mean to him.
Yeah, because he got betrayed and he was like, I guess I'll join the good guys. Why not?
Yeah, but like I said this like because like well Hobbs and Shaw didn't have I wouldn't say a rocky start, but they more became their characters as the movies went on. I think as the Fast and Furious movies go on, Jacob Trevor will have more of a character, and John Cena will get to bring more of the John Cena ness to
Well,
the
there's only two
character.
left.
Well, you are lying to yourself if you don't think Jacob Trevor is getting a spinoff because he 100% is, or he's gonna.
There's probably gonna be something like a TV show or like spin-offs. Like I think there's gonna be at least something.
Yeah. It's like Vin Diesel even said that Fast and Furious 10 and 11 because it's gonna be a two-parter. Love that shit. It's gonna start filming in January.
Can't wait.
Which Vin Diesel also said he wants to be a Fast and Furious musical. Which hell yeah.
Yes, please give it to me now. You know Vin Diesel sings. He has songs on Spotify.
Huh.
Yeah. I haven't listened to them, but I can't imagine. I just can't, and I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't make myself.
Yeah.
Overall, I would say that movie was dumb. Oh, my biggest nitpick, but I forgot. My biggest problem was when there wasn't action actively in my face. It was very boring.
Yeah, there was a couple moments where I'm like, it's a little slow. Like when Han does his monologue about, how he's alive, I'm just like, listen, man, I guessed how you were alive a long time ago. I always knew Mr. Nobody was like, hey man, we're gonna fake your death. And I'm just like, you don't need to go on your spiel about what happened with Jessica or whatever. And had to go to Tokyo, and you suddenly adopted this girl because of Project Ares or whatever. Like there's definitely moments where I'm like, speed up, please.
Mm-hmm. I definitely understand why Mohammad fell asleep.
I don't. This movie was still. It's like this is a very traditional Fast and Furious movie, and I missed it.
They went to space. That's all I need. I can't wait for Fast and Furious 10 Part 2, where Dominic Toretto drives a car into the core of the universe to save the Klingons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I seriously can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to say?
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Oh yeah. Here, my one other thing. I found the flashbacks in this movie to be odd.
No, they weren't great.
They were great, but I still find them to be odd because they went to moments that have been mentioned in the Fast. Like we know about when Don went to prison. We know exactly how his dad died. They just showed us them to acknowledge Jacob Toretto's existence.
Yeah.
And I find that hilarious. So I accept them.
I'm kind of more okay with it.
You're more okay with it because you haven't seen a Fast and Furious movie.
No, because I know Dom's whole thing's the family. We're a family. Say grace with me. But here's the thing. I feel like the knowledge of what Jacob did would have been so painful for Dom that he wouldn't have thought to ever brought it up to his new family.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm kind of okay with it only ever coming up now. And his girlfriend character also knew immediately. So it's not like he never brought it up.
She knew because she was in the races with them. She knows of Jacob Toretto because she was in the races and whatever.
Oh well, never. Well, still, I think it makes.
They also. I'm gonna tell you something hilarious because you haven't seen Furious 7 yet. But apparently Dominic Toretto and hang on.
You don't remember?
No, hang on. And Letty, they made a race car wars. And do you know what they called these race car wars?
What?
Race wars.
Oh my god. Dude.
Because at the opening of the 7th movie, because you know how I told you that, Letty had amnesia in Fast 6?
Mm-hmm.
So in Fast 7, in Fast 7, like 2/3 of the movie is is Dom trying to, get Letty to remember them. And they take her to the street racing war that apparently they created, but they called it they named it Race Wars.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Overall, good picture. I like this movie. 5 out of 10.
I enjoyed it.
5 out of 10. I had fun with it. Like 5 out of 10 as a movie. Like 10 out of 10 as a comedy.
Yeah, like just like I judge all Fast and Furious movies as Fast and Furious movies because that's the only way how to judge them. So like 6.5 to a 7.
Yeah, if I'm judging it as a movie, it's like a 5 or 4. As a Fast and Furious, it's like a 7. As a comedy, it's a 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird rating scale, but you kind of have to. Mm-hmm. Overall,
One more thing about Fast 9. The sneaky little Brian O'Connell bit they did at the end, I really liked that.
what's sneaky Brian O'Connell bit?
Well, when Mia were at the very end where like it's time to save Grace, but Dom looks at me and is like, dude, where's Brian? And he's like, he'll be here soon. And it's Brian's car pulling in. It just ends on a smirk with Dom. I don't know. That was a cute thing to do for Paul Walker.
Oh, I thought that was supposed to be Jacob.
No, that's Paul Walker.
Oh,
that's Brian
okay.
O'Connell.
Do you think Jacob's gonna like join the crew?
Well, he's either gonna like listen. There's 3 directions Jacob go. He gets his own movie. He shows up in Hobbs and Shaw 2, or he shows up in Fast 10.
Is there gonna be a Hobbs and Shaw 2?
They set up a sequel in Hobbs and Shaw where
Okay.
I'm 100% certain they will get a sequel.
Okay, cool.
But The Rock is going to show up in Fast 10. We don't know if Statham's going to be in Fast 10 yet, but I want the whole Fast and Furious cast to be in. I want the Tokyo Drift crew. I want The Rock. I want Statham. I want Jacob Toretto. I want everybody to be in these last 2 movies. I want the Avengers Infinity War and Endgame with the Fast and Furious saga to be the last 2 movies.
That's fair. Yeah, I see that. I just still think it's funny the reason The Rock wasn't in this movie, because him and Vin Diesel fucking hate each other.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
You wanna know why?
From what I understand, Vin Diesel is just a weird producer.
Yeah, pretty much. He wants to be the Rock to be a better actor.
It's not really that, but it's just like Vin Diesel's the only one who takes Fast and Furious seriously.
Well, do you want to know why I bring this up? Because Vin Diesel, do you want to know why he rejected doing Fast and Furious 2?
Why?
Because it wasn't Coppola enough. I heard that on a podcast earlier today. I went to verify it's true. Yup, it's true. And goddamn, it's hilarious.
Yeah, like, listen, Vin Diesel's good in these movies because he's bringing his A game. His A game is absolutely ridiculous, but it's his A game, and it works so well for these movies. He's taking them so seriously that it works.
Exactly, it's perfect. These movies, I'm gonna shotgun them all. Mm-hmm. I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, are you ready to sign off, Trey?
I mean, listen, viewers, thanks for listening to us. Thanks for waiting for us because we always take so long. I don't know how long we've been doing this because we've split this up into 3 clips, and this one's saying 35 minutes. Even though I know that's not true because I feel like we've been here for a couple hours.
I think it's been like an hour and a half.
No, something like that. But anyway, listen, I used to say I live my life a quarter mile at a time, and I think that's why we were brothers, because you did too.
Trey, you really need to get some voice lessons, man.
Man, it's 11 o'clock. I'm tired.
It's 11? Christ, it is.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, viewers.
Good night.